What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Sowdev podcast. My name is Dev. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate you. You are absolutely iconic. Now, we have some tea to get into today, but before we get into the tea, make sure you go ahead and follow me at Sowdev on Twitter, Instagram, and literally everywhere else, including YouTube. And if you're listening on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and like and subscribe. You're gonna be back, child. Anyway, let's talk, let's chat, let's get into some tea, because I've had a very wonderful past 2 weeks. And if you're listening on YouTube and you're somebody who watches my videos on the regular, you're gonna notice a lack of videos for the current weekend that you're listening to this podcast probably. And that is due to me being so ridiculously busy. I've been booked, I've been busy, I've been doing what I love, I've been doing what I enjoy, and I thankfully get to call that work. I've not been able to do that in this lifetime the way that I've wanted to. And you know, it's a superb blessing. Genuinely, it's a superb blessing to be able to do that, but that didn't come easily. You know what I mean? Spending so much time in Kentucky, it's like Kentucky swallowed every ounce of me. It was engulfed in depression and anxiety and no clear path of a future, no clear path on where you can even take a step to begin to create a path. It was just like nothingness in Kentucky for me. I truly didn't see the future. And it wasn't until I stepped foot out of Kentucky when, you know, I obviously knew when I would take my trips and all these things, the air would be different when I would breathe outside of Kentucky. But it wasn't until I truly moved outside of Kentucky that I began to again breathe properly in the way that I needed to be able to take a moment and kind of figure shit out. Where I am now, where I'm living now, there's opportunity. There's opportunity for what I want to do. And generally, not just for me, there's opportunity. There's a path forward. I've created a path forward because of the opportunities available. I've been able to align myself with the proper people or network with the right people and just genuinely make friends with people who also are creating their own path. I'm next to people who are consistently and persistently elevating themselves and maneuvering themselves in a way to where they can get to where they want to go. And that's inspiring. That's what you need to do. You need to be surrounded by people who are on your level. You know? And it's not even the fact that people, you know what I mean? People who have the same opportunities as me, it's not even that. It's the mentality of it all. People who want more out of their lives. And that's just really something that I'm surrounded by. So it's really inspiring me to not only do what I'm doing, but to continue to do what I'm doing, because the consistency needed for this area of, well, all the areas of the industry that I am currently in, it truly requires true consistency on a regular basis. Every day. It's exhausting. It's tiring. You have to fit so much in between that. And none of this is involving your personal life, because the way that things work for me, and people get very confused, and that's fine. I'm fine with people being confused. Stop trying to figure me out. You're not going to at any point in time. So it's just like my work and play mix. So I may be at an event for my brand, but I may be at an event for work. And those may flip back and forth, maybe day to day, maybe week to week, maybe month to month. You'll never actually know. Maybe I'm doing this event that I just posted today. Maybe I've done it 5 days ago. Maybe I've done it 2 weeks ago. Maybe I've done it 2 months ago. It's just the fact that I'm thankfully again in a place where I can take advantage of these opportunities. And, the reason why I've really been so busy these past couple of weeks is because I've had the grand opportunity to work on a movie. I've been on God knows how many sets. There's no telling how many sets I've genuinely been on. And that's not, a flex of, oh, I'm on sets, I'm around celebrities, blah, 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 blah. Ooh, yeah, bitch, look at me, hair flip. Because mind you, it is a flex. Hello, because it wasn't an easy thing to get there. But it's just the fact that there's no telling, for one, how many sets that I've been on. But this set specifically, it just has this. It's real shit. It's a real movie being made, and the way that I am working on the set of this is way more intricate, way more involved, way more direct, way more hands-on than anything that I have ever done in the space of filming a movie. I've done several things, award shows, talk shows, you name it, I've done it. But this right here is out of this world to me. It's something so different, but it has opened a new area of the industry really for me to step into. I've done several things on this set, just kind of really getting that experience and having people directly teach me and, seeing what they do and really just getting a grand idea of how these things work, so that way when I go to work on another set, I already know what I'm doing. I have the experience, I have it on my resume, and I'm very grateful for that. In this set in particular, my goodness, it's a family. I've never experienced a set or a team like this where we were just so interconnected. The way we flowed with each other, the way we communicated with each other, the way that we developed relationships, the way that we just kind of fell in line. And that doesn't happen all the time on sets. Of course it happens. It does happen. You hear about it from people. I don't want to say all the time, but sometimes you do. I don't even want to say you hear it often. But sets like this, it's what I've always heard about. It's when I hear these actors talking about how it was just such a good time, it was fun, it was loving, it was supportive. This very set was all of that. It was everything that I heard about how good a set could be, how good a team could be, how good a production could be. It was wonderful to see. It was wonderful to experience, and I'm grateful that I was given that opportunity to be a part of all of this. Because there's just absolutely nothing like it. I learned so much, and just briefly, I'm going to talk about one of my favorite parts about working on set. It had to be the set dressing. Shout out to Shelly, because she really allowed me to, and obviously anybody would want the extra help, right? You know what I mean? Like, generally. But she actually took the time to specifically show me things and teach me things about set dressing. And I found a whole new love for set dressing, for, making sets look presentable, for making sets look the way that they should. Like, if you are at a grocery store, making sure the set looks like a grocery store. If you are at some sort of pawn shop, making it look like it's a pawn shop. If you're in somebody's bedroom, making the bedroom look like it just reflects, the person or the environment that the script is discussing or saying that it is. Like, it's just a beautiful thing that I've come to love. And I do love it. I want to do more of it. And it really inspired a whole new aspect of things for myself. And I love that I got the experience of that. So again, shout out to Shelly. Very short, very brief, but I definitely wanted to discuss set dressings because set dressing, it's so obviously important. And, obviously that's something that has to be done. But like when a lot of people thinking about putting sets together, they think about building the sets, building the bedrooms. And I think that people think that it's all in one job, because there are people who literally build those physical sets, but then there are people who dress those sets. Not set building, but set dressing. There are just completely different areas. And the biggest thing that I really noticed about this film, behind the scenes, it's how there are so many moving parts. So many moving parts that are working together to make this thing happen, to make everything come together to become a beautiful and quality project. It's beautiful to see the teamwork and everybody just work together and, support one another and watch out for one another and help one another. It was just a beautiful thing to see. So again, shout out to my girl Shelly. Shout out to Joey. Shout out to everybody. It was just such a fantastic thing. I felt the support on that set. There's definitely a lot going on in life. But getting up every day in the morning was much easier knowing the environment that I was walking into. The director, Joey, the environment that he created for his project. Wonderful, supportive. Even in moments where it could have been even a little bit frustrating. Still supportive, still loving. That is the person that he is. That is the person that I honestly believe everybody on set is. Just loving and caring people. That was fantastic. I do hope to work with these people again. And the sad part about it is, we're working together for however long we work together. And you do have to say goodbye at the end of the week. A lot of people are from across the country, not from the state that, a lot of us are based in. So it's just a really sad goodbye at the end of the week whenever you have to hang it up and be like, see you later. You know what I mean? We don't say bye to each other. We say see you later because we're going to see each other again. That's just so very true. What a wonderful experience it has been being on this set. Y'all, when I say I'm busy out the ass, I'm busy out the ass. That is not a joke. Been working every day the past 2 weeks except for Sunday. And in between working on this film set, I'm working for Netflix or whatever the case may be. I'm just running ragged like a chicken with head cut off, genuinely. But it's what I love to do. It's allowing me to want to get up in the morning. I just remember those days being in Kentucky where I didn't want to get up in the morning. I didn't want to go outside. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't enjoy doing the things that I love. And, being real, having things that make you want to get up out of bed and blah, 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 make you feel good, you're happy, blah, blah, blah. Depression and anxiety still exist within those moments. They do. But the silver lining is really taking that moment of freeness from it all and really soaking it in and being present. And that was just such a thing that I've been able to do with this project. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful about this project and the work that I do. I am a very blessed individual. That cannot go unnoticed. I am a very blessed individual. And honestly, this is only the beginning for me. And, mentally in my head, I'm like, you want to know what? I'm going to be 30 soon. And I'm really, and that's what the last couple of years have been about, just setting myself up, because, you know, when I step into my 30s, I'm stepping into it with a different mentality, with the experience, with a lot of things that I need to really start to get this ball rolling. I've already started to get the ball rolling, but I feel like, you know, once I step into this new era of myself, I've prepared myself to go after these bigger jobs that I've been building myself up for. I'm ready. The last couple of years have been about getting myself ready, about revamping myself, about creating a new Devin, so to speak, because to the core, I'm always Devin, but I'm finding myself coming back to who I've been all along, but I've lost myself along the way through this darkness, anxiety, and depression and all of that stuff. I'm refiguring out Devin. And I mean the child Devin. Not the Devin who had to hide himself in high school because he was gay, or the Devin who laughed at the black racist joke that came from friends because he didn't know how to handle it. Not the Devin that was too quiet because he had social anxiety and didn't say too much. It's none of those. None of those were Devin at the core. But I've always known who Devin was at the core. And I'm watching core Devin pop the fuck out and pop the fuck off. You hear me? Girl, let me tell you now. I am coming for every fucking thing that I deserve. And everything in this life that I knew would be coming my way, because the shit that I'm doing now, you can ask a lot of the people all throughout my fucking life. I've been telling people I'm going to do the very shit I'm doing right in this moment. And I'm doing it. Not even 30 yet. I'm building that fucking life that I want. I'm working for the life that I want. The shit that I'm doing didn't just pop up. I worked for that. Every ounce of it I worked for. And I can't wait till I get to a point where I can really just like bask in the fruits of my labor. But I'm putting in the work now. There's so much work to literally be done. Like over the next 10 years, it's going to be fucking insane. And I'm telling you that now. It's going to be crazy. I am planning to put out music. I haven't even stepped into the music zone. And the reason why music has been taking me so long is because I have to uncover so many different layers of myself to get to that core Devin. And yes, I am building songs along the way that do represent pulling back those layers, but there is a core to me that often I don't get to. There's often layers, like you're just scratching the surface of what you really want to talk about, what you really want to say. And you have to allow yourself the time to really be able to process things, even going through therapy and learning how to properly process things and feelings and really call those out and put that on paper with pen. It's not, oh, I'm just going to write songs and that's that. I would like to write songs that mean something, that say something to me, because if the song says something to me, it's going to resonate to someone else. It needs to be real and true to my experience and how I feel. Sometimes the song is going to be feel. Sometimes the song is going to be bop shaking your ass. Sometimes the song is going to be, oh, I'm feeling a little sexy. Sometimes the song is going to be, I'm depressed. Like, it's just the range of realness that I want to reflect in the music. And that's why the music is taking me much longer than, honestly, some people think it probably should. A lot of people think that I've already should have put out that EP. Should I have? I don't know. I think that it's going to come whenever the hell it comes. That's just really that. And it's slowly making its way even more to the forefront, and I'm grateful for that because I'm appreciating my journey and I'm allowing it to unfold without forcing it. A lot of people force this stuff, and it just, you can hear the disconnect of the music when people do force things and don't let it just come. I don't want that. I'm doing 1,000,000,001 things. I'm working on sets for many different entertainment things. I'm working on set movies, like I said, talk shows, award shows, game shows, whatever kind of show or type of media. I'm doing it, and I'm building that resume into me right now. That is more important than having the music in the forefront, because the music is coming, without a doubt. That music is coming. I've been singing since I was a baby. That music is going to come. It is an ultimate goal for me. So I do hope that after my 30th birthday, I can put that project out, because I've always set the goal for myself to at least have music out in my 30s. That has always been a mental goal and a goal I've written down on paper. So I'm doing fine. I'm not rushing myself. The music is coming. It gets better every day when I allow it to just unfold and not force it. And that's just really where I am with that. As I said, I'm busy as fuck. A bitch is busy down. I am. And this podcast is just some realness, updateness. You know what I mean? Just with the people who genuinely come back to this podcast and listen to me, and listen to my story, and listen to this narrative, because this is that Sowdev. In this brand, this podcast, these YouTube, it's about my personality. People come back for me. I am the walking brand. You come back to my YouTube videos to come watch Dev be so himself. You come back to this podcast to hear Dev be so himself. You follow me on social media to watch Dev be so himself, because that's so Dev. That is me. That is the brand. I am the brand. I'm a walking brand, and that's really just that. So let me reintroduce myself. Hi, I'm Dev, and welcome to That So Dev, where you stay true and you stay you every fucking day. Now I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this podcast up, because we've been chatting for a while now, and I appreciate you. Okay? Thank you for sticking around. This is just, again, a little update on where I've been, what I've been doing, and I'm really refinding footing on the podcast. I've already found, that direction that I really want to go in, because I want to step back into the mental health aspect of it all, while also keeping the entertainment news. I'm trying to keeping up with Fifth Harmony podcast. I'm trying to regularly keep that going, but that is quite difficult to keep going with as busy as I am. I do my Jersey Shore podcast while Jersey Shore is on, and I would like to do a 727 will be the beginning of my Fifth Harmony podcast. I'll do 7 or 8 podcasts. I want to say 8, not including the intro, and then that will just be that at the end of the day. And we'll restart again every 727 with about 8 episodes. That's ideally what I would like to do, and I hope that I keep it going. I would like it to be its own segment. I would like it to be its own thing. So we'll see, girl, because we know I'm busy. I bet it's busy down. But again, I do appreciate you guys for tuning in today. It's been wonderful to talk to you guys. I always love sharing life with you guys. I always love having conversations with you guys. I love reading your comments. I love responding to your comments. And I absolutely love the love that you guys have for the community that we call soldiers. Thank you. Now, I'm going to hop off this podcast. Again, I appreciate you. Make sure you eat some food. Take care of yourselves, please. There's a lot going on in the world, and if we don't take care of ourselves, who will? So drink some water. Make sure you drink enough water. And Google it if you have to. I definitely did. Make sure you're eating regularly. That is so important too. All right, guys. I'm hopping off here. I appreciate you, and I will see you on the next podcast. pace.